What up, what up, what up, people? Hello. But you I wanted to come on and say I apologize for not following through with the live stream earlier this week and taking it down. I don't know if it stayed up or what. But if there's anybody watching, who's here? Anybody? Anybody? I don't know where my meeting thing is here. So I'm just gonna chime in and say, hey, do it your way. What's up, Lisa? How are you, sweetheart? What up, Robert? How you been, buddy? Been a minute. Yeah, I had the COVID for a minute, but I got over it. Omicron, like Jack was saying the last time we talked, that Omicron is all time, last time, right? So we're over it. To re-explain how to open the third eye. Yeah, that'd be nice to have a cut and dry guide to how to open the third eye, but I don't know if that's possible, man. Great. You looked wonderful in your last video, Lisa. But recently with gas prices and you turn on any social media, you see people bitching about gas prices, blaming people, blaming politicians, which, yeah, right. Duh. Our world is ran on, it is time for humanity to awaken. Yes, it is for each one of us. For each one of us. And, we want to run around and worry about this, worry about that. When in reality, we can only worry about ourselves and change ourselves. And when we do that, that's how we truly change the world, right? That's my opinion. That's how I see it right now. I'm not saying the way anybody else sees it is wrong either. I'm just saying that each one of us is a universe unto itself. And that adds to the multiverse of multiversions. We are all different parts of the whole, right? And if each one of us can make changes within ourselves and deal with their own bullshit and how we see the world, will change. And when that changes, we change. And with big changes comes big responsibility. And I think for me, I'm treading on the side of diving within myself to make them changes to the world. We all want to make changes. We all need to make changes. Yet, all that being said, I think everything is on a cycle. There are yugas, whatever you want to call them. There are ups and downs, peaks and valleys, ins and outs of everything. And that is duality in essence. And I think with that duality in essence comes an entropic principle that follows, makes it. So, I mean, without seeing everything for that which it is, which is a perception unto itself, that's abstract and, far reaching and maybe beyond the normal way of thinking. But what I'm trying to get at is that, we can change the world through each one of our views of it. And with them views comes the reality of reality. And we each need to see this. And I wish I was studied enough or learned enough to quote from gurus, uh, sages, philosophers of the past, but I'm not, or I've chosen not to retain that for some reason or another. But we all know every esoteric book, everything you dive into that is said, quote unquote, religious, esoteric, everything, right? Everything talks of that. Yes, I would say so, Sophia. Is the only way, nothing outside of ourselves, right? Different facets of one diamond each gets rid of one own flaws. Shine family, yes. What's up, Allie? To open the third eye, you have to deny what you see with your two eyes and trust the light within you till it hits the third eye and it will open when the light rises to the place of the skull. That is the Kundalini experience, right, Yvonne? Yes. And yeah, it's freaking awesome that everybody wants to wait for Messiah or one savior, which, you could say it's that because, it's one thing. It's one. It's us all. It's love. It's the light within you. Yes, I love that. And for some reason, reality, when you're delving into these thoughts and these processes of changing things within yourself and making physical changes, behavioral changes, whatever changes they are, addictions, you know, codependencies, all of it. What's up, Little Wing? And hi, everybody. I'm glad you could, I just wanted to share my thoughts in this particular time moment in my journey and, you know, to know that I just wanted to let it be known that I appreciate each and every one of you. And from the bottom of my heart, I love every one of you because that's, first of all, the only choice I have. Right? That's the only choice we have. Otherwise, we're dead in the water. The proverbially, and metaphorically, or metaphorically and physically, right? Instead of denying what you see, you have to understand what you see, the other perspectives. Yes, that's true too. Yes. That's why I love each one of our perspectives because we label things through our set experiences, through our uh, eye of our needle, right? And that's what it's all about. The singularities within the whole, correct? Each one of us is a part of that whole. Yet that part of that whole of everybody is within each one of us in essence. Yeah. The mental third eye is the ability to merge all perspectives and see the truth. Yes. Yes. And sticking to one's guns about one's perception of said reality is honorable, and whether or not it's true, that's to be debatable. Yet there is but only one truth, and I think we're all that are seeking on that path to truth are all right in a way. Yeah. What's up, Sherry Walder? How are you? Got to make you part of the blue crew. Otherwise, you're going to, oops, clicked on the wrong one. There you go. Part of the blue crew. What's up? Need to know. How are you, N2K? Karen Lynn, how are you, sweetheart? Peace and love to you, buddy. Namaste. You need a third perception to assimilate the duality in you. Yeah, that's the message I got today, Yvonne. Oddly enough, I was watching a couple. I watched JBP, Jordan B. Peterson, his latest video he did, which is Kill Bill 67 or whatever, he talks about. And I realized that even in them systems, the systems of our educational system, how the educational system is adhering to a certain critical race theory and said theories and said ideologies. And I realized that even in those ideological circumstances, as we grow in number, so does the divide, so does the expanse of the cosmos. I mean, when I'm trying to explain this, I'm having all these thoughts of all these different aspects of entropy and how the system by itself squashes itself. And the only thing to fix that is to rise above itself. So it's awesome to notice that you see in our reality the workings of the yugas and the ups and downs and the ins and outs of our relationship with our surroundings and ideologies and whatnot, everything. Sorry, I just looked at myself in the mirror and I seen my 5 o'clock shadow. I'm great, thanks. What up? What up, Jackie boy? How are you doing, bud? Love enables us to deny our ego duality and put love above being jerks to each other all times. Yeah, there's an awesome way to say it. Awesome way to say it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And for some reason, I'm lagging on my video here, so I got to go all the way up. There we go. There. But yeah, merge it just like what Steve just said about being able to understand that we are all correct because we are saying the same thing, just saying it from our perspectives. Bingo, Piccolo. That's why I like your perspective on it, because you know what, I can relate to that. And we all tend to dig our heels in and not only what you just said, but we are that just means that we're all at different levels of understanding the same thing too. And so as long as we're each on that spiritual path, like Yvonne always says, we'll get there. Eventually we will get there, you know. you know I'm not trying to preach, I'm just trying to throw out thought and truth and the way I see my truth. And like Manly P. Hall, the axis mundi, the center of all things. Each one of us is a center of all things. We each have the same center too. We're singularities of the one thing. And that singularity is indestructible by essence because we're just an image of man. Like Yvonne says, man is the existential proverbial uh female male image of the one thing, God, you know. And it warms my heart to know that other people think along these same lines and they're trying to find the truth. And everybody's out there looking, searching for truth here, truth there, turning over rocks here, throwing shit at the wall to see if it sticks, whatever the case is. And the things that are hey, how's it going, Lori? The things that are both both negative to others and positive to some are still of the same tincture. We're all of the same sweat and tears, if you will. So yeah, I lost my thought because I was got sidetracked. I can't. Okay, I'm back. Dropped the car off for my son. Oh, aren't you sweet? When you see and understand that different perspectives are just fragments of the whole, yes, like water in the ocean, droplets, we are. Yeah. Isn't it odd that, I was thinking of this too, another weird correlation to us, the earth and the cosmos is, as our systems age and as our ideological nuances trickle apart and gather in puddles, and you can think of an ideology as a puddle of truth, like the critical race theory and all of it. It's all true in essence, yet is it good for the whole? It, and the answer to that is yes, because without that, we wouldn't know what truth is. We wouldn't have a system to rise through. So it, I'm going off on all these tangents because it's all been swimming in my head lately. So I apologize. It's a need to know basis with God. He will let you know what he wants you to do when you are ready. People don't put in the work to understand creator. This is true. All for one and one for all. Yes. And need to know the funniest thing about that is when I first got on the internet, I had this energy flowing through me and I was in a whole different place than I am now. I was looking for a planet that was coming to kill me, Nibiru, and as comical and as um, I don't know, crazy as that may seem, it was the word Nibiru that triggered me, and I had this need to look out and see where truth lied. Where was truth? What rock was it under? What planet was it coming? Anunnaki, another word. So, but anyway, my point is that all for one, one for all. I punched in this number to what was his name? God, he died of cancer recently. What was his name? Uh, Gerald. I forget his last name. Forgive me. But anyway, I asked him what that number was. One for one, one for one. And I had no clue that it's the interrelation of one is all and all is one, because one for one equals one and all. And it was the weirdest thing when and this is my perspective on the eye of the needle to God and how reality works and how that number turned out to me to mean the same thing that you just posted there. So that, that's a weird tangent that I just thought I'd share. Feelings are ugly. Sometimes it's hard to feel them and be with them. The people we love. What is jealousy? Yeah. Well, jealousy is a product of ego. It's a product of ownership. What does it serve? How do we see our way through it? Jealousy is real. Jealousy is real, but jealousy is right. Jealousy is a product of it. My battery is low. Oh, my daughter's out there torturing my little dog. She cries every time you hold her, and my daughter likes to try to hug her. So, but awareness of our feelings, cool emotions, and our guidance system. Yes, this is the physical part of it. Yeah, I would agree. You were ready. Might want to plug in my PC, it says. So I got to find my. Sorry, guys. Uh-oh. I got somebody calling me. Somebody from California. Maybe that could be. Sorry. Where can I get my charger here plugged in, folks? And I'm in my bedroom.
Now the idea pleased to me doing this. Get behind my bed, plug in my charger here.
Go. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, this is so disorganized, unorganized. I apologize for that. But you know what? It's real, right? Oh. But yeah, I appreciate, the people. I was just trying to figure out why that guy Derek was in my YouTube feed. Then whammo, who's Derek? What are you guys talking about? Whoa, I'm way behind. It's up to each of us to help teach, learn, ask, and share with each other. Yes, the whole thing about perspectives is related to to understand the law of one. To that, I don't like it. We are all being drawn by something. Words and symbols are triggers. Yes, I would agree with that. My river runs to him. I love the name. Part of the Blue Crew now. Glad you could join us. We are all the sea, the earth, stars, infinity, discovering what our soul came here to learn. What does matrix mean? Matrix is a womb, right? A womb is what? A place of gestations. What's gestating? Our soul. And our soul is one. And we are just parts of that soul, or we're receiving that soul. We're owning that soul through a physical existence. We are that soul, that spirit, right? Yeah. And you know, I'd like to come on here every day and talk about this stuff. But talk is cheap. Action is needed. And recently I've been making actions in my life trying to cause the better effect, right? And I think each one of us in our own right can do that for the world. If the rhythm moves you, true that, I don't like it. We are the sea, the earth. Yes, I read that. Do we show tonight if the rhythm moves you? Sure will. How I woke up Derek, the global witness. Oh, yep. Yeah, people see people differently, and that all Derek seems like a good dude. And must have a good message if you like watching. I don't really know much about him. And each of those life forms we are inside of it is a womb. Yeah. And without the entropy of our said systems, of our said relationships with everything around us, every great civilization has decayed and flourished for a while and met its demise somehow, or absolved into the absolute, right? Just like we are in a huge. Me name Sherry means Lion King. Everything you see is a delicate balance. Yeah. Humans need to learn how to not to die so that we can evolve to our next form. Well, that not to die part is, yeah. If you die before you die, when you die, you don't die. Die your ego death, right? Your ID. Get rid of the ID that you have affixed to the world and to yourself. Learn that it's all for one and one for all. Yeah. But I was going off on a tangent about, the action we need to do. Talk is cheap and action is needed. I think this in and of itself for me is like therapy. To get on here and read your guys' comments prompted me to go on that inward journey again. I'm glad, Karen. I'm glad. Learning not to die is learning how to take care of your kingdom, aka body, so that your body will take care of you. Yeah, in a physical, finite world, it'd be nice to fantasize about not your physical body not dying, but your physical body not dying. And you just gave me a revelation right there, Piccolo, with when Thoth says in the Emerald Tablets, and how he alchemizes himself, and how you can alchemize yourself in a physical way to live forever, for eternity. But it's not, it's learning through the physical finite system that all is infinite, and seeing the infinity within yourself in that physical system, right? So yeah, Derek Bros, yeah. Sounds like all the girls like Derek. Ooh. I started visualize asking my heart, trying to get past my head and get a little inside, pictures how the more I focus and lighten up. Yeah. It was a fluke. Nope, not to die, as in keep your body alive as on this realm. Well, yeah, but you can't you can't tell me that every tree doesn't have a death. And that's what we are, is a tree. Everything in the physical energy world is gonna die, is slated to pass. Boom, gone. But our essence lives forever, because we are all one essence, guys. One thing. And this is why it warms my heart to see other people diving into these uh, questions of what life is for and what this physical existence is for. But when you get trapped in the trappings of this physical existence, you don't want to ask those questions. You don't see past the nose on your face, the forest through the trees. You don't see it. You know, you don't even consider it as being anything to you, right? I watched an amazing video on the third shaking of of the earth, Hopi prophecy. It's amazing. We need to come together as a human race. Yes, there are thousands of deaths, but only one life. Yeah, through the tree of good and evil is this life right here. This life, this physical me. Though I walk through the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Right? The shadow of death. And that's what we are right now. We're the tree of good and evil, which turns into the tree of life, eternal life, right? And that's, yeah. If Jesus can do it, so can you. Yeah. It was a person in a thread that explained the 369. His channel was just a platform to receive. Jesus couldn't have done it without Mary. That's the truth. The two trees in Eden, the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and the tree of life. Yes, juice from the sky. I love dying. It's like breathing out so I can breathe in again. I love you. That's a good way of putting it. You have to understand that the essential essence, if tried to live, yeah, well, we need to live. Yeah. Being is a page that aches for a word that speaks on a theme that is timeless, and the one will make your way. Neil Diamond. Yeah. And you know, yeah, not my cup of tea either. I don't think. I tried watching his videos. You know, I don't know. I can't really say that either, because I've watched like 5 minutes of them and my ego got a better of me, and I just like, yeah, whatever. You know, uh, kind of, because he's so successful is what he's doing. I don't know what it is, but you know, to me, this is how I see the whole glamorization of truth. And it's going to sound stupid maybe, but you know, the glamorization of truth to me is how truth is free. And if it's for free, it ain't selling. And if it ain't for sale, ain't nobody buying. And for it sucks that you keep dying and trying when it's truth that is free, ain't nobody buying the truth for me. I don't know. I just felt like being stupid. But, you know, the glamorization of truth is happening everywhere. You try to follow the truth. The truth is off in some free little closet in the dark somewhere where the collective truth, monopolized truth, or even um what do I want to call it? Facebook media, Twitter. It don't even matter. We just get lost in the gissle of the gristle of the missile of truth, and we don't even want to find out if it's truth or if it's not, because if it's glamorized truth, truth ain't selling, and ain't nobody buying it from me. The truth shall set you free, right? Hey, Steve, arranging to meet Phil pretty soon. That's awesome, brother. That'd be fun. Wish I lived over there. Because of our brain and the form of consciousness that is called human is the turning point of understanding how to live. Love to him regardless, right? Right. And you know, if I could sell the truth, I probably would. Would it corrupt me? Would it sidetrack me? It probably would. So therefore, truth, as when it's for sale, you ain't gonna buy it. You ain't gonna buy it from me. My bruv from another muv. What's up, Code? What up, Dino? Hey, ding ding. Made a machine. Truth does take perseverance and effort to come by. Yeah, and sometimes it falls in your lap, you know, like every one of you guys. You know, you guys are truth to me, and it helps me gauge the truth I see that flows through us all for eternity. I know you guys don't know me very well, but I am a shaman, psychic medium, and I am getting all kinds of confirms from messages I have gotten in the last few days reading this chat. You know, that's how reality works. The more you look for these, the more they evade. But if you just go with the flow and follow the rail of your destiny, that train just keeps on rolling, and it chugs the steam of feedback right back into your reality, and it feeds your want to know as the truth is approached, or as the precipice of the mountain is upon you and within reach, it grows ever further, right? Yet it's right there, and it comes back and it feeds you, keeps you going. And then when you go, like me, I've disappeared recently to see that it's weird. It's weird. Just wow. And Hopi prophecy is happening now. 2022 is going, it's purple rain, right? What's up, Sherry? That's awesome. Codes into his house. One life, one love, one way. Be the Christ. Be the Christ. Yes, Piccolo, the physical brain is like a organic receiver that helps us overcome the wrong mental idiots to perceive the truth, which is spiritual. Yes. Yes. Steve is a groover, a musical heart expanding mover. I love it. Rainbow Warriors love that prophecy. Right. What would you do if Jesus was in the chat? And what would you ask him? Jesus is in the chat. The light is here. Right? The light is here. We are the light of our own prophecy, worlds, realities. Yes, shoots. The truth is the one thing we find to unify us, and then we can accept each other no matter what other stuff we have to go through. Right. We see each one of ours uh path as the same path, and this is the ultimate cult, I think. Why couldn't I wonder if Charles Manson started out thinking like this and turned into the nut job he was, or maybe even just that thought in my mind is negative. I don't know, but I wonder if every cult starts out this way. And Jesus is my postman. Right. Jesus is my postman. Up on Crickle Creek, she says me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a joker's dream, if I ever did see one. When I get off of this mountain, you know where I want to go. Straight down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Yes, nice. Very good one. Need to know. Very good one. Where two or more are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst. Right. Buddha said we are born in the upside down rainbow, just like a peek at your chakras. Yeah, and that's the whole Kundalini, like Yvonne was talking about. When that light rises through your chakras, when you know that's like the seven kingdoms, the seven candles, all of it. Right. Jesus is my pool boy, get my drift. Is you walking across your pool too? Because the sun is trying to communicate with you, to tell you more, to awaken, just like how you have to communicate inside of yourself and get it to awaken so that you can live. Egregores, yes, I love how you see things in the terminological sense. Jesse, Jesus defends thee. Right. He defends me, a joker's dream, if I ever did see one. You can post any link you want. I don't care. You said it ideal, not idiots. I'm sorry. Sorry about that, Yvonne. I prefer Motown music. I prefer any music as long as it's charming. I like all kinds of music. I like profane music. I like hip hop music, whatever. I like it all. Country music, stupid music, moving in circles, not straight lines and angles. That's weird. Oh yeah. Do I have my oh, I don't have my emerald tablets. But yeah, the whole thought thing when he speaks of you know, how you can hold your consciousness at time of death to remember your past lives and stuff like that. I totally can follow that. Yeah. And circles are the eternal sign for infinity, right? That's what a circle is. Isra, Isis, Ra, Elohim, three strands of DNA. Yes. Well, the three, that's why we are three within three within three. We are three, 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 God thrice great. Right. That's another weird nuance of my journey, that I've seen that number 333 everywhere, you know, my whole existence. And the closer I got, great to see you too, Dino. I'm glad you're here. What's up, Bright 77? Frockefeller Francis. Where are you, bro? Where you at, bro? Where are bro? Where, bro? What? Who are you talking to? I am thought, Steve. I know you are, brother. I know you are. Every lie told incurs a debt to the truth. Sooner or later, the debt is paid in full. Well, right. We go on circles, but we start at one point together and wind up with consciousness of the same point to be free. Right. Head of the white paper black think. Nice. Reincarnation is in the Bible with John the Baptist. Well, reincarnation is it's a fact. It's a fact. Because if we're all energy of one thing, then our energy is just reprocessed through a different perspective every time. Going back to the big think bank, right? The currency, law of one. What's up, Captain Anthony? Yeah, you're part of the Blue Crew now. King Kong, you came back on. In Lutterworth, your body is a part of your three, your Trinity. Yes. Hermes Trismegistus. Yeah. Yeah, I remember you telling me that there's a translation of the Emerald Tablets by Isaac Newton. That's it's kind of odd. The 13 bloodline is the Holy Grail. Well, the 13 is the pineal gland in the middle of the 12 paired cranial nerves, or the 13th sign of Fucius, if you see it in the astronomical sense. 13 is also the Jesus in the middle of the apostles in the Great Supper painting. So the Jesus is, is 13, right? 13. I feel you, Allie. Yes, all good. 369 all over me. I've been doing my numbers. I know some of my past lives. I think we all carry residuals of our spiritual understandings of our past lives in our essence of our spirit. But yeah, I think some of us, like, people are scared of water, right? Or scared of drowning, scared of going in boats, scared of waves, and get these innate fears about things. And I think that's part of our past residuals. And I think some people remember more than that. And I think each one of us, before a certain age, before we grow our ID or adhere to our current reality with our minds, we have this residual uproar of memories of past lives that manifest in like dreams and energy sense, that you correlate to certain things. It's like some people can smell colors and stuff like that, I think. I must be lagging on my I must be lagging in the chat. Whoa, my phone's dying, so I can't do that. I must be lagging. And am I lagging in chat from my video? Maybe not. I used to watch a lot of Dolores Cannon stuff. We'll let Steve explain the Emerald Tablets, Jack. The Emerald Tablets are just the same as any other. I don't know if what's his Doriel, his interpretation of the Emerald Tablets, or if he was the emanator or the creator of the Emerald Tablets. But when I get into the explanations that are set in that as explained by Doriel, or it, the only red flag in the whole Emerald Tablets, the Doriel version, is when there's a prayer in there where it says, say, do God, the chant was something. I wish I had the book with me. Dor-iu-la, Dor-u-i-u-la, or something like that. You say the chant in your mind or whatever. And that was the only red flag when I thought about, was this made up by him, or but my point is with all of those like the Emerald Tablets, the Bhagavad Gita, maybe not the Bhagavad Gita. I think Bhagavad Gita is far apart from any of it, but I'm not much of a reader, so I haven't read much of it. and I only know little bits and pieces of the Bible. I'm not immersed in the Bible. I just didn't understand it, and until recently, and from the help of a lot of amazing people here. But I think all of these things are just aspects of somebody's vision of it all. They see the picture and they explain it from their particular point in time, meaning the epoch in which they're explaining the same thing, trying to do here, you know. So you could think of me as John the Baptist in my point of view, just explaining the same truth in a different perspective, right? The tablets are just explain to you what happened and what is to be, using the understanding of the cycle. Yeah. Yeah. Japheth means he will open. He opens the consciousness, separating black and white. Yeah. We like your babble. Yeah, Emerald City, right. Shut up, Jack. Wailing off hot air into the abyss. Ain't that the truth? Yes, Dolores Cannon was awesome. She's got a lot of good tut 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 TNT. I will unite all. Cryon still going? Wow. Moving in circles. Thing does seem to allude to the rhythmic principle of hermetics. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Right. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I'd like to just point it out, or put out a freaking manual on how we can deal with this, our zeitgeist and our reality. But I think if we all just realize it's within us all and born within us all, our reality will all change in the better, for the better. And it doesn't matter if we slip, fail, flounder, or flop. We're all going to have our hands on the same handle of the same mop, because we're all going to have to wipe it all up and slap it all and wring it all out, right? We're all going to have to deal with it. That's no doubt. For I am Sam, I am Steve, that's me. I am slightly slanted sleuth for the truth, you see. There is no other that is within you is the same that is within me. We are all one through the one. And it takes your third eye to see. I love you and I thank you and I appreciate you all. Together we stand. And isn't it amazing how divided we fall? There is no one other than the one. The one is us, the love, the truth, the agape, the flaming, the old, the youth. You guys should check out the channel Decode Your Reality. He does a great Wizard of Oz decode, and he teaches you to decode yourself with the numbers. It's pretty neat. Yeah. I agree with all of you. Main reason I hide my stuff all the time, count the cost, because waking up is a mixture of joy and sorrow. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, I love you guys. I really do. I care about each and every one of you through and through. There is no other than my brother and my sister from another mother. Love you guys. Take it easy. Till the next time. Love, peace, chicken grease.